respected Dr. Advani, teachers and fellow students. Good morning to you all. Welcome to our first inter-house competition, a debate. Just as we all know, we have all kinds of age groups watching TV, and there are many sensitive issues that need to be censored. But, just as Potter Stewart once said, and I quote, "Censorship reflects a society's lack of confidence in itself. It is a hallmark of authoritarian regime." For today's debate, the motion of the House is, media censorship is essential. The judges for the event would be Mr. Jaffer, Mrs. Sandhi, and Mrs. Lamba. Could I please ask the judges to come and take their seats? The timekeeper for today's debate would be Rashi, and Mr. Verma would be helping out with the calculations. Now for the rules. Each house will be assessed on 6 criteria: rebuttal, respect for other team, use of language, use of facts or statistics, presentation style, and strength of logic. Each speaker will get 4 minutes to speak, and 2 minutes at the beginning to rebut the previous speaker. The first speaker shall get 2 minutes after the last speaker for rebuttal. There will be a bell at the end of 2 minutes, marking the end of rebuttal time. At the end of 3 minutes of your speech, Rashi will alert you with another bell. The final bell will be sounded at the end of the 4th minute. So media censorship is essential. Is it or is it not? The temperature is rising on both sides. Ooh! Without any further ado, let us start with the first speaker, Samira from Waterhouse. She's going to speak for the nation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Have you ever wondered how often do you ape all that you see on TV or read in newspapers? Media is that voice which communicates between the public and the high authorities. It gives a real exposure to the mass audience about what is right or wrong, about the people who are correct and about the people who are corrupt. Media is that one word which informs us about the realities, awakens us and educates us. But media is also reputed for overstatements and hyperboles, which is linked with spreading gossips like a fire. Often we find pornography, voyeurism, abusive and violent television shows and other inappropriate content on reality shows, etc. But do we really want to see all this? Do we want to keep our eyes wide open and watch the personal lives of people just the way we watch movies? According to me, there is a need for censorship in the society. Censorship is suppression of speech or other communication which may be considered objectionable, harmful, sensitive or inconvenient to the general body of people as determined by a government, media outlet or other controlling body. Censorship is nothing less than withholding information from a group of people for a personal gain. Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states, "Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive and impart information and ideas through any media regardless of frontiers." But exactly how far is too far when presenting ideas? What is morally right and wrong in the media? For most of us, the answers to these seem clear because we make judgments on what we hear, see and read in the media. We the Indians live in a democracy. We take pride in upholding the principle of freedom of speech. People are free to say and write whatever they want to, with some careful defined exceptions. But the media sometimes goes to a sheer extent when censorship is essential to protect the public. I will give a few examples wherein media censorship was so important but was not exercised. Let's talk about the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. No other event over the past decade and a half has had as much coverage by the Indian media as 26/11. The terrorists and handlers or the leaders of the groups, probably in Pakistan, were largely able to follow, minute by minute, side by side, how the operation was going on in Mumbai, thousands of kilometers away, by merely surfing Indian channels. So, what do you feel? Did the media unknowingly help the terrorists attain their goals in a great way? There was one period when the government censored the press completely. The emergency and press censorship on June 26, 1975 constituted is called one of the darkest chapters in the press history of free India. But it was totally correct on behalf of the government as they were just protecting the public. There are many films which were banned due to inappropriate themes like racism, abuses or pornography in them. I don't think censorship is a bad word, but it has become a bad word because everyone associates it with some kind of restriction on liberty. Therefore, media censorship is essential, for some affairs are better if they're suppressed internally.